Probably most of us will have children at some point. Then we'll have to face the inevitable question. Should we tell our children that Santa Claus is real? Should we lie at them? Polemic analysts often claim that the Santa myth undermines children's trust in elves. Children are taught to believe in falsehood, so they find it difficult to distinguish fiction from reality. But is this really true? I started doing some research on this topic. I was trying to find reliable answers for the following question. How does the belief in Santa Claus affect children? Finally, I came across some surprising scientific facts. Believing in Santa Claus is actually beneficial for children. It provides fun and excitement. It also boosts children's imagination and fantasy. It's also important that Santa Claus is a very generous person. He gives everyone presents without asking for anything in return, so children learn the lesson of giving. The Santa myth is a tradition deeply rooted in our society. So most people believe that it should be passed on. In fact, even children who have just found out the truth about Santa agree. They want to keep the story up for the younger brothers and sisters. Sometimes they also intend to tell their own children about Santa Claus one day, just as their parents did. Let's have a look at the moment when children figure out the truth about Santa. Are they really desperate and throw a tantrum? More often than not, the discovery doesn't even happen at one particular moment. Children usually have some doubts in advance. They often begin with thinking about the live Santas they meet in town and shopping Santas. Small children usually believe that these Santas are identical to the real one. But at some point, children realize that live Santas are just ordinary people. Only later do most children start questioning the general existence of Father Christmas. Around the age of 7, they usually understand that all parts of the Santa myth are just invented. When children make the fun discovery, they can usually cope with it rather well. They often don't experience any strong emotions at all. However, another aspect was even more surprising. The emotions they feel are mainly positive. Most children are surprised or happy when they find out the truth. They probably enjoy sharing some knowledge with grown-ups. Less than half of the children feel tricked or disappointed. Even if a child happens to be very upset, these emotions are usually short-lived. To sum up, scientific papers demonstrate the benefits of the Santa myth. So feel free to tell your children this gorgeous fairy tale one day. Just imagine how their faces will glow with joy and pleasure. Thank you.